Hello, my name is Eric Almazan. I currently live in Ventura, California. I am married father of three children. Been married to my wife for 11 years. Three children, 10-year-old son named Noel, 8-year-old daughter named Alina, and a 6-year-old daughter named Ava. Our hobbies are camping, going to the beach, really spending a lot of family time, and doing a lot of outdoor activities, sports, Laker fans, Dodger fans, stuff like that. My degree that I'm pursuing is business administration, financial planning. Um, I currently work at Wells Fargo as a premier banker, and my goal after graduating is really to pursue a financial planner or financial advisor career or role, either with my current employer or another financial firm. Um, I'm hoping to, through this class, I'm really hoping to strengthen my public speaking within work. I do a lot of presentations for colleagues and meetings with clients, things of that nature. So I'm really trying to strengthen my public speaking. That way, I can apply it to my current work career. Um, as far as a life changing event, I would have to say probably one of the most impactful life changing events for myself in my life was the birth of my son. Um, and not just simply because it was my first child. I think the the event of that unfolded after he was born. He was born May 12th, 2010. At about the age of 3, we noticed that he wasn't standing weird and having trouble bending down, picking up things. That essentially led to a series of doctor's visits, and fast forward 2 to 3, I'd say 3 years later, he was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy and autism. So he had two independent diagnoses. And during that process of dealing with different hospitals, doctors, navigating the health system, um, and kind of coming to grips that your first child is disabled and has a very rare disease. He was born with, it's called Bethlem Ulrich muscular dystrophy and um, and autism. So they're two separate really diseases. According to his doctors at UCLA, he's actually the only one that they know of on the planet that has this combination of diseases. And that really made me um, understand what was important to me in my life and or in life in general. Really, as a young man in my 20s, you could say I was self-centered and didn't really care too much about anything other than my own agendas. Um, After going through the whole experience of, and it's an ongoing experience with obviously with my son. He's disabled and he's in a wheelchair, and every day it's a challenge, but the whole experience of really finding out that there was something going on and to the point where we actually get a diagnosis made me realize how um, important it was to help others. It was very challenging navigating through the health system, with insurance, with doctors, with testing, um, et cetera, resources, equipment, things of that nature. And it really has caused me to become more involved with the community, especially the special needs community. I do a lot of coaching, sports activities. I volunteer at my son's school. I participate in many of the 5K, 10K events that they have. Kind of semi-marathon type of things, and I've really become more of service to people in the community as much as I could, as I can, I should say. Um, and that's what I'm here for. I think God has put me and gave me and blessed me with my son for a reason. I think I was put here to do um, to do things for others, to help others as much as I can. it was a struggle navigating through the whole health system, and I say that continuously because it was a challenge for me, and I consider myself a pretty intelligent person, but I can only imagine how difficult it would have been for those families with less resources, maybe a language barrier from another country, and with helping, the school and meeting children through little league and basketball, and I get to help families. They tell me their struggles and their situations, and I can share my experiences with them, as far as what I did, how I coped with it personally, and my wife, and some of the resources I utilized to help me with that. I mean, there's so many different factors that come into play, whether it's financing, time, breaks. Parents need breaks. They have multiple kids at home, and it's a full time job taking care of a special needs child. So it's really put a lot of things in perspective. It's really connected me again with my faith, and it's what really has motivated me to get back into school, quite frankly, and try to better myself. So that's my story. That's my event. It's an ongoing event, so it's not like a one moment in time event, but it was definitely the most impactful event of my life, and continues to be. With that said, that's all I have, and thank you for letting me share. Have a great rest of your day.